The American Heritage Dictionary defines an iconoclast as one who attacks and seeks to overthrow traditional or popular ideas or institutions. Which is to say, the American Heritage Dictionary describes an iconoclast as Bode Miller.
I'm Bode Miller. I've been ski racing for 21 years.
But lost in the glare of the spotlight is another definition that is perhaps more fitting. Bode Miller is a skier.
Having an enjoyable life is my #1 goal. Like, that's what I strive to do. I've been just trying to do that since I was born. Sometimes that doesn't correspond with the rest of your obligations or people's expectations or all kinds of things. It's always a balancing act of trying to figure out how to satisfy all those different entities. But it's a fine line, especially for me, because I'm stubborn and I, there's always kind of other, slough and peripheral debris. As a little kid, when I really first fell in love with ski racing, the speed element definitely had a lot to do with it. The speed was then measurable, which I think had appeal to me also. You're up there skiing, you can do whatever it is you want to do. It's up to you. Even if you're going to go way above your skill level and ski a black diamond or ski off a cliff, nobody's going to tell you can't do that. And the fact is, you have a huge amount of freedom, and it's freedom that's really, I would say, it's intimate to the soul. When you're up there and you're out in nature and you're cruising around, and you have the freedom to go as fast as you want, to scare yourself, to push your limits, all right at your fingertips. Even if you're just starting, you can immediately start to feel how it feels to just let go and sort of be out of your comfort zone a little bit. I think a lot of people just never really get that. It's getting the mental exercises, the stuff that exercise my discipline, my focus, my intensity, those are my biggest strengths, and if I neglect those, then that's where the biggest gaps form against my competitors. There's always going to be people better than you. That's just the facts of life. And it's one of those things where you have a natural tendency to compare yourself to everyone else, and especially if you're comparing yourself to the little kids, because they're just smoking by you, doing circles around you and stuff. And you'll have days where you just crash and crash and crash, and you're all bummed out, and you want to just leave. And those two runs, or 2 or 3 turns even sometimes, where you start to feel something new or something exciting or something different, and you start to let your body go a little bit, can make you come back for years after that.
His ski racing record is now second to no other American men since Phil and Steve Mayer left the scene 20 years ago. Bode Miller.